Okay, hey guys, so today's Monday. This video is a book content video and it won't go up till Friday, and I apologize that you could see the tripod in it. I've got to figure out this camera with this tripod because this is an older phone. My actual phone with service that I use for my makeup content, you don't really see the tripod in it, but with this old phone that I use for the books, well, you do. Anyway, let's talk about, what was it for the end of the month? The end of the month recap, or I don't know what I'm going to call it. Anyway, we're recapping the goals and my TBR for the month. So I had what you see here on my TBR, except for a couple of them, I think. So let's talk about, and I'm not going to run through the goals again because I read the goals at the beginning of the month. What we're going to do, though, for this video is talk about what I finished, what I'm still on, and all that good stuff. So let's talk about what I haven't finished. The Dark Room by Minette Walters. This one's okay. I am going to finish it just because I'm curious if the main character is in fact guilty. I'm not going to tell you what it's about. I don't want to do any spoilers. But let's just say, she's in the hospital. She claims to have amnesia. We'll see if that's fake or real. But I want to see if she's guilty or not. I finally started this one. This one wasn't on the goals or on my TBR, but Deadly Education. This is going to be a trilogy. The third one comes out tomorrow, and the one that comes out tomorrow is the final. I'm still reading this. This was on my TBR as continue for the month, and I'm making progress with Kingdom of Ash. I'm on chapter 33. This is the last book in the Throne of Glass series. I really enjoyed this, but I don't like long series anymore. I figured that out this year, so there's that. Dean Koontz, Midnight. Oh my God, I love Dean Koontz. It might take me a minute to get into him and his books because he's one of my favorite authors. But sometimes I forget that it starts off slow. But man, once you get into it, it's really, really good. This one was weird, but not in a bad way. I think this is the weirdest one I've read. And, he's horror, mystery, thriller type. This one was classified as horror, but anyway. I finished it this morning. This one was so good. If you like Dean Koontz or if you like horror, I definitely recommend checking this book out. It's called Midnight. I just recommend Dean Koontz, period. So, another book I finished, finally. It took forever. And it's not that I didn't like it, because Neal Shusterman's a great author. I have to wipe it down because, cats. Anyway, Neal Shusterman, Roxy. This was good. I love the way Neal Shusterman writes. It took me a minute to get into this because it was about addiction. And no, addiction isn't a trigger for me because I don't do drugs or anything like that. It breaks my heart to read somebody, even though this is fiction, but it still broke my heart. And then the ending, oh my God, the ending broke my heart. If you've read this, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't read it, I recommend picking this up and checking it out because it's really good. Another one that wasn't on my TBR or part of my goals was a book I picked up at some point this month because I've been to McKay's several times, and this is one of the books I got, Invisible Ghost. This is so good. I enjoyed it, and I would recommend it. It's by Robyn, Schneider, if I haven't said the title, Invisible Ghost. Another one I finished this month, it was part of my TBR, is Blood Like Magic by Liselle Sambury. This one's a duology. And Blood Like Fate is the second one, which I've got to read that one soon. But I really, really enjoyed this one as well. I do recommend it. The first time, is this the first book the author ever did? Because, see, I'm not familiar with Liselle Sambury. I just heard about this book because I watched BookTube, and it sounded interesting, so I picked it up. But I do recommend everything in front of me. I did DNF, what was the name of it? It was by Judith something or other. My Soul to Keep. I got 100-some pages in, DNF'd it because of referencing incest, because there was some incest in there. And then I also DNF'd, I think it was the 4th book of the Vampire Diaries. I got to the 4th book. So I DNF'd it, Didn't even finish, didn't finish the series. Matter of fact, I set those books in a box. They went to McKay's on Saturday. Got some store credit. Spent a little bit of my store credit on some more books. And got a little bit of store credit left. So I do plan on going back either this weekend or next weekend. I'm not sure. Excuse me. So this one's a short one. But that's pretty much what am I going to call this? A recap? A summary. It's my monthly summary, my monthly end of month summary. So I finished a few books. I DNF'd a couple, which would mean I failed at 2 of the goals. But you know what? That's okay, because I met all my other goals. And do I really need to call it a failed goal because I didn't finish that book or those books? Because I'm not going to continue reading something that I'm not into. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But anyway, again, apologize for the tripod showing, in the corner. I really do apologize for that. That's annoying me while I'm filming it. I can see it because of how I have my phone flipped. But hopefully y'all can get past it. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully, I don't know where I was going with that. I lost my train of thought. But anyway, guys, this video will go up on Friday. Today's only Monday. But I will go ahead and say have a good weekend simply because you won't see this till Friday. If you watched this and watched it to the end, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great day.